Hello, everyone. Well, goodness, there's already 5 people here. That's amazing. Hi, Amanda. Amanda's the only one I see. So if you are here, say hello. Hello. Susie209 has joined over on Instagram. So, Susie, leave a comment. I would love to hear feedback or anything you have to say. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Lori. Hi, Carol. Look at all of y'all showing up. Lena's over on Instagram. Hi, Jody. Hi, Michael. Look at all y'all. Man, it is my Monday. Oh, goodness. How is everybody doing? Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Ro. Goodness. We're going to do something fun today. But there are a few things, that I want to go over. Hi, Debbie. A few things I want to add. So if you have not signed up to receive my emails, what are you waiting for? Go to my website and sign up for emails. You get an email and a freebie every Friday, except when I'm not on track, and today it happened on a Monday, but you got it anyway. So all the new stuff, all the new information, everything is in the email. I'm here for my journal raffle that I am speaking into existence of winning. Oh, Ro, you are so funny. Hi, Krista. Anyway, so if you're not signed up to get emails, do that. I only send one a week. That is it. I don't spam y'all with all kinds of stuff, but I do send information and a free digital. So that is one thing. I do have a few new items on the website, so you can go check that out. And if anybody's wanting to know what Rochelle, the Passionate Sticker Haul, is talking about, it is this journal. So this is a journal that I made on a couple of lives, and I put it up for auction, raffle, however you want to put it, on my Facebook group. So that's another thing. If you're not in the Facebook group, that's where the raffles happen. So if, and I have another one I'm going to be raffling off soon, but this one is already sold out. So I will be doing the wheel. She is beautiful. For this journal here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So is everyone here who, I think Jill is the only one on the wheel that I don't see here right now. So, and you don't have to be present to win. You purchase raffle spots, and if Jill wins, I will reach out to her if she is not on here. What else? So there's a few things. I'm going to be using a few of the items, and the new things are coming. I do have some glue bottle dangles that I need to get up on the website. I have some more fabric. I went treasure hunting, and I have a ginormous wagon, and that is no exaggeration. My patrons got to see some of the stuff that I got, but a wagon full of beautiful ephemera vintage pieces. So a lot of that will be going into different things. Hi, Kim. Oh, goodness. Okay. So without further ado, since everyone is here and all of that, let's go ahead and do the wheel. Who's ready? Is anybody ready for the wheel? Are we ready for the wheel to see who wins this gorgeous journal? It's full of all kinds of things. Yeah, yes, I know what I want from that haul. You're so funny. Okay, we're ready. So let me add this to the stage. Okay, and I just wanted to show y'all that before I shuffle, I will shuffle the names so they're not all right next to each other. But Lena purchased 3, Jill purchased 5, Rochelle purchased 10, Amanda purchased 7, Angela, no, 5, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Angela purchased 7, Carol got 5, and Sharon got 5. So y'all's names are on there that many times. I am going to shuffle and shuffle again. And what that does is it sets your names aren't right next to each other. as much as possible, because some people, you know, when you have a lot of tickets, now I see Angela next to itself like 4 times. Let me shuffle them again. Okay, I think that's good and shuffled. Okay, are we ready? Okay, and go. Okay. Sharon won the journal. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am going to remove this. Congratulations, Sharon, for winning the raffle for this gorgeous journal. That is one of the reasons I do it live, is for integrity purposes. Like I don't ever want there to ever be a question about that. So Sharon, this one is yours. I will get it mailed out to you this week. Super, super excited. Okay, who is ready to actually craft and junk journal and do all the things? Me. Okay, Ro, are you okay? Poor Ro, she wanted that so bad. But it really is the luck of the draw. You just never know. Oh, I'm so glad. All the things and all the places. Okay, I am going to flip the camera. There we go. Okay, let me get rid of that. It's kind of close. I think we're okay. I think we're okay with this closeness. If not, I'll fix it. I'll move it, whatever. Poor Ro. You are so welcome, Sharon. Thank you. I want to thank everybody who participates in the raffles. It does make it a lot of fun, and it gives the people who want a journal a chance to get a journal, right? So I could put them on my website, and I will put some on my website. But raffling, it's a nice way for people to have a chance to get something. Okay, so when I was vintage hunting, I went to my best friend's mom's for the last time. There was a closet and a side attic. This was a ginormous house. It had like 3 to 5 attics. I don't remember. 1, 2, a lot of attics, a lot of space. But in one of those was just nothing but like papers and just boxes of books and stuff. So the house is up for sale now, but we had to finish and clean out that room. So I went over there and went through all of the papers that my friend was like, oh, this is trash. This is trash. I was like, no, sweetie, that's not trash. And so she's like, well, I'm glad I'm here. I was like, I know. Anyway, so, but digging through some of the things, I came across this. I did not make this. This is in some of the papers that I found, and I thought, oh my gosh, I love this concept. And I'm sure it is not a new concept, but it's pockets, right? And I'm like, I want to make some. Now, this was like a whole page, and it was just folded up and made into a pocket. But I'm like, okay, I can be resourceful and make pockets like this. So that's what I'm going to do. I did make one because I wanted to make sure I could do it. It's a little bit different, but I did use my vintage birds. And then I just cut out around and glued the sides and the bottom. Now on the bottom, I did form a tiny itty bitty gusset because I didn't want it to be so flat to the bottom, if that makes sense. So it has a little bit of wiggle room. So I did make one, but I thought I want to make some more with various different papers. So let's do that. And there's also something else I want to try. So I got this from my grandmother's stuff. So when I went through my grandmother's stuff, this was in there. It's a bookmark. And I thought, this is so fun. I love the cutout. And so I want to try, I haven't tried it yet. I want to try something in the same idea. not with the people because I don't have people, but flowers maybe. So I have something over there that we might work on if we have time. So I have this. This is the other half of the page where I got this from, because this was on that side. And I thought I could cut that out, but I also have some of the papers from the vintage, what did I call it? The vintage lace collage, I think is what I called it. Y'all, I have to name these things that I put in there and I can never remember what they are. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Ange. And hi to the people who have joined over on Instagram. So Inspired Crafts by Kat and somebody with a really long name. So hello, everybody. If you hear me talking to other people, they are over on my YouTube. So I go live and it's on YouTube, my Facebook page, and Instagram. Instagram just doesn't ever play nice. And so I can't, Instagram doesn't allow it to show up in all the places. So Instagram is, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I thought maybe like one of these butterflies would be fun to cut out. Flowers. I also thought this would be super fun as a pocket. I'm just looking to see. I didn't print all of the 18 or 19 pages of this one, but I printed some. So let's see about a butterfly. I really kind of like this one. Now, in doing this, I actually have some pages that are cut, so I can use that. All right, so let me just set all this to the side. Let me put this journal over there. Okay, and my husband has decided that this is the time of day to pressure wash. So if you hear that obnoxious noise, I'm so sorry. Now I say he's chosen this as the time of day. It's because it's getting cooler. I mean, we're already in the heat indexes over 100, so I get it. But I'm like, dude, you could have waited. Anyway, whatevs. Now let me show you on. So this is my page, right? So most of the journal pages are 8.5 by 11, folded in half. And so my thought is this could go down. It could go in the middle. It could go on the side as a tuck. So if I glued the bottom and the side, it could be a tuck and a pocket. So I kind of like this size. I don't want it to be a whole page. So this is the perfect size. This is a good size too. And this is even wider, the original. I just don't feel like there's much room for tucking. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. We'll do what we want. That's my my rules. Do what I want. Okay, so this is too tall, but I'm gonna figure out how tall I want it to be. So I want to have this, and then I want to cut around the butterfly. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this down to size. Okay, so let's just do that first. And there's no measurement because it really just depends on your image and like what size that you want. So I'm going to cut that down. And let's see. All right, I want this to be about 7. So I'm going to trim that at 7. And that's going to get cut out. So I'm going to keep the yellow on this. And because it's on the bottom, it's flat. So we are going to go ahead and trim that like so. Okay. I have all these scraps that we can use for all sorts of other things. Okay. Is this too wide? Where's my practice paper? A wee bit. So I am going to just trim this. So I don't want the sides to have the fun little cut. Because I don't know exactly like in the journal where it's going to go. But I do want the top to have the fun little cut. But I will worry about that. Okay, now I need a writing utensil. Ugh. Who else has joined? Are these your printable? Yes. So this is Pretty Papers. I like the lace. Thank you. Hi, Allie. I'm just trying to catch up. I don't hear it on my end, so pressure. Oh, good. Hi, Deborah. All right, I'm going to cut this and this. Yes, Deborah, these are my printables. What did I say they were called? Vintage Lace Collage. I am terrible, absolutely terrible at naming products. Like that is not my forte, but you know, when you own your own business, you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, now I need my fancy knife, and we are going to cut the butterfly out like that. Now this one, I feel like I can preserve its antennae. If y'all have hung out with me long enough, you know that I end up just cutting the poor things off because they're so thin. But for this purpose, I feel like we can spare the antennae and they can keep them. I know they're very important to butterflies, but you know, not paper butterflies. Paper butterflies are okay without them. So I've heard. Okay, so be very carefully, because this is how I end up ripping them or cutting them. Come along. They are so thin. Ugh. But see, I feel like that's going to be, oh, I need to do that a little bit better. That's goofy looking. I feel like, though, this is going to be a problem if it's a pocket, right? Stuff going in and out. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm looking for my scissors. I've rearranged so much that I don't know where everything is. I'm still, like, trying to figure that out. Okay, so done with this. Now, let's rip the top. How's everyone surviving the weather? It's really hot and humid here. Oh, yeah. We've heat indexes of like 102, 104. I didn't check it today, so I really don't know what today's heat index, but it's hot. It don't matter. It'd be hot. All right, so I have my tear ruler. Where are the other ones? Again, I have organized myself in. Okay, here they are. I like these a little bit better. Okay. I think this one is my favorite. So I learned a little trick with these. So I used to do them, and I mean, I am sure that I'm the only person on the planet that this is whatever. So I used to do it like this, and it would slip and slide, and it didn't work. So I learned to flip it, and like the little teeth grip into the paper better. And it is much easier to tear. And so I just like to have a little at the top, right? It just gives it a little something, something. All right, let's see, what should we do for this one? Let's do Rusty Hinge because of the yellow. So I don't want my brown one. Let's do a different color that you don't even have a dauber for, because I haven't got that far. So I am going to go grab a dauber from over here and do Rusty Hinge. It'll kind of, that's very yellow and this is very orange. I think not. So, you know what, maybe, okay, I think brush corduroy would be better. So let's do that. Oh, it's nice and juicy, so that's a plus. Yeah, I like the brush corduroy. It really does tie in with that really well. Okay. I am not going to worry about those little antennae. We just bend them out of the way. Okay, really, I wanted to do this more. Where are we at? I'm surviving with AC and cold Dr. Pepper. Amen, sister. Really hot and humid. Yeah, it's always like that. Like, we're not going to get any relief until October-ish. But you know what? I've said it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. No snow for me. So that is what I am. I'm okay with the heat. I just stay in the air conditioning and living my life. Who's here? Hi. Somebody is over on Instagram that says who here is hi. Oh, hi, Lori. Lori joined over on Instagram. Okay, so let me, because I can only see part of it. I'm trying to move it so I can see more. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna glue the sides and the bottom, but I don't want to do this whole side. So I think I am gonna make it like from here. Yeah. About right there. So right where the head of the butterfly is and down. So that way. Oh, I forgot to do the little grommet thing or whatever that's called. What is that called? Gusset. That's what it's called. Not a grommet, a gusset. Okay. And honestly, that is it. But I just like being able to take our papers that have designs and use them for other things, other types of ephemera. So I'm going to let this dry and I'm going to show you why I really should have, and I will on the next one, do a little gusset. It really does make a difference, even if it's a little difference. So, and this is the way that it would look. Now you can use whatever background paper you want. I'm just using some brown paper, but I can stamp it or leave it because, you know, you're going to put something in the pocket. So I figured that, and this could be journaling space. I mean, it's, you know, it's whatever you want. Always, always, always. So I have this one. I think I do want to do it. Let me, do I want to keep that? Let's see. And I think it's going to look weird. And honestly, the way this is going to go down, oh, it can be a tuck. Let's do that. Okay, let's just do that. So let me cut it right. here. Let me go and trim that. I've had my fair share of nasty weather when I lived in Kentucky. Yeah, I'm sure. All right. And put that with the scraps. All right, so let's just make this fun. All righty, let's start here. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I can always, cut something off if I don't like it. That is the joy of junk journaling, because you can just do whatever you want. Okay. So if I make this a little tuck, so instead of a pocket, it's going to be a tuck spot. I like it. And then this just goes right onto a page. So it's just ready to go on any page. Now, let's go ahead and just do, do I want ground espresso? That's really dark. Let's do walnut stain. I think that'd be good. I don't like that part right there, though. It looks weird. I didn't cut close enough to the bird. There we go. I know y'all probably can't see that, but I can. And, well, that's all that matters, right? All righty. What other things we talking about? Ro, sorry, not sorry. You did not win the journal. There's always next time. I'd be happy living somewhere that's 70 year round. Yeah, you tell me where that is. I would live there too. So you tell me where it is 70 year round, and we can all move there together. Not really, but you know what I mean. Okay. Let me put that in there. Now this one, because I'm doing a tuck, I'm not going to do the gusset like I was talking about. I'll just buy all the raffle tickets next time. Amanda. Oh, wait. Why am I doing brush corduroy? Stephanie Ann. Good gravy, girl. Get with the program. Yes, I just called myself by my middle name. That's the way it goes. Oh my gosh, I haven't crafted. I've been working on orders and Patreon. I had some what is that called? Technical difficulties with my machines. One of the cables ended up having a short in it, so I couldn't get them to connect. It was just such a thing. And the way things are set up, it's not easy to get to. Anyway, it was a deal. It was a most of my day deal, but it's all figured out. Everything is cut. So I am back on track. But man, when they say when it rains, it pours, geez, they're talking about business owners. It's expensive, but come live in San Diego. I love you, Sylvia, but California is not where I want to live. Okay. And so we're just going to glue this pretty little thing down. And now we have a tuck. So a little tuck spot right there. And this is ready to go on a page. I love having just page ready things. This is great. And then these can go on a page. Okay. So do we want to do one more? Because I did pull out, because I also wanted to show you, like, if you have your own paper pad, that you could do this, because you can cut these out and do the pockets and do the things. But I think this would be great. That would be a great tuck spot. Oh, so nice. Ooh, this would be a good pocket too. What are you doing? Get back. You need to get back where you belong. So this one would be a great pocket. Let me just show y'all upside down. So you could get a paper pad. You don't have to get my papers. You should get my papers because they're gorgeous and you will love them, but you don't have to. I do also offer print and ship. So if you don't have a printer or you don't want to use your printer, I offer print and ship, and they are beautiful. I make for darn sure that my print quality is amazing. I know there is a few people on here who have gotten my print and ships, and they can testify to the truth of that statement. Okay, there are people joining over on Instagram. Let me see. Cartwright, Lori, Inspired Crafts. Okay, and Susie. I've said hi to all of y'all. I can't afford to live in California. Yeah, I know. It's too expensive. Okay. Ooh, this one would be good. Let's see. Maybe. This is kind of cut weird. But let's see if I can do something. This is how I've organized all of my scraps, is in a ginormous 3-ring binder. Let me see what these are. These are, and obviously, you know, you can make a square pocket, but who wants square when you can cut shapes out? No. Okay, let's try that one. Oh, I could do the blue one. That would be pretty too. Okay, but I have enough blue. Why are y'all? Oh, I know why. Okay, go back in there. Go where you're belonging. All right, I want to get that one. Not y'all. It's so hard. All right. So the blue ones do have their own pockets. I don't know. They just decided to come out with all the rest of them. It's like, pick me. Pick me. I love the print and ship. Very vibrant. Yes. I make sure. And if it doesn't print right, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If it doesn't print right, I end up with it like this. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you run out of yellow. Because yellow and blue. No, is this when I ran out of yellow? I don't remember. I ran out of something, and that's what happens. And I'm not going to send that to anybody. Okay, so let me get this one, and then I want to play with the other thing that I was inspired by. And the cool thing is I can actually use this in its entirety. So, let's see what that looks like. Oh, you need to go back, but I have other scraps to put up. So, okay, I'm going to cut this whole thing out. Because I want the butterfly, but it may not work. Yeah, there's going to be too much of a gap there. Okay, so no butterfly. Poor butterfly. I'm sorry, butterfly. I want to. So we're going to do this, and okay, I can cut it. Right, because I'm going to end up cutting out the bird. I'm trying to save as much of the butterfly as I can. And I just gave the bird a haircut. Okay, that is fine. Where's the bigger one? And I want... We're going to do this. I know y'all love my measuring style, right? Just grab a pencil and mark where you need it. I don't know how many inches or what have you that is. And then we are going to get the fancy. Just going to pull one, and that is what it is going to be. Aha, there we go. So I'm utilizing this page for this. So I will have the beak. This is going to get cut right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Anybody else new joined? Well, I'm glad y'all love the print and ship. That is an option I have offered forever. Because I like for everyone to be able to have the things that they want and need. Okay, so let's see. How do I want to do this? I think the bird part is just going to be the part cut out. And the rest of this is going to be the pocket. So let's do that. And I will tweak that up there here in a moment. But get creative with your papers. You know, do cutouts. Use them as tuck spots and pockets and, you know, this kind of thing. It's fun. It's different. And then they're ready to go. So if you kind of just sit and do like what I'm doing, then I have pockets that I can literally just glue onto a page. And these aren't getting messed up just sitting in a drawer because they are attached to something. Okay. And I just need to get a wee bit closer. Sometimes cutting things is like trying to walk and chew bubble gum. I can't I can't talk and cut at the same time. Okay, this one I am going to form a gusset at the bottom. So I am just going to get my little, whatever this thing is called, and what's it called? Scoreboard. And I'm going to do the very first one. I just want a little gusset. So it's not even a quarter. It's less than a quarter. I do not know what that is. There's no number on there. So I could not tell you, but I just need a little something, right? Like that. Okay. And then I am going to work on this concept here in a second. So y'all can help me try to mentally figure out what in the world I am doing. That is my biggest challenge, is trying to figure out the little things, you know, like the logistics of it, the mechanics of it. I am not an engineer. I know, shocker, right? I know everyone thought, oh, you're not an engineer. I would have, no, I am not. Never been a dream. Okay, so ink. Yeah, this would be good. What is that? Walnut stain. Walnut stain works. Really, it's just to, you know, make the cutting part a little more cohesive. Where are we at? I usually always get print and ship, and I agree it's a deal. I can't wait to hook up my color printer so I can print double-sided. Maybe stamp the background this time before gluing down this pocket. Okay, I can do that. Oh, thanks. Going for pizza. Have a good night. Good night, Debbie. You have a good night and enjoy your pizza. Well, darn. I was here for the engineering advice. Allie. I can't even form words. Could y'all imagine? Okay, I will stamp this one. Let's see what would go. Let me grab my stamps. Nope. I think my big one is still in drying from the last, well, it's been dry, but it's still on the drying rack. So I'm going to use this one. If I can get to my acrylic blocks, you're going to fit on there. Good enough. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and let's use Timber Brown. That's not Timber Brown, Stephanie. That is Timber Brown. I always like stamp on paper and put it in here so I can see what it looks like. It's just helpful for my brain because obviously I can see that, but it makes a difference to my brain. Okay. So now we're going to stamp. And I'm going to stamp the whole thing, even though part of it's going to be covered. Because I don't want to have to guess what part is covered and what part isn't. Just the little edges. Didn't quite get it, and I know that's the bottom, so I'm good with that. Okay, so we're stamping that one. See, this is why I love going on live, because y'all help me so much. Okay, now the gusset is what I'm going to glue down. I inked that. Did I ink this? Yes, I did. Okay, so I am gluing the gusset. And then just this little side, but not all the way down because I'm not trying to glue the gusset down, right? And right about there. And when that dries, I mean, I can show you the difference. So this one I did the gusset, but this one I didn't. So when I am putting stuff in there, it is pretty, like it's very flat. And this one has like more room. Can y'all see? Like I can do that with it because the gusset helps it kind of come away from. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. I can't even. Just can't. Can't even. And I'm thinking that maybe just a little something upside down, because that's exactly what I just did. I just stamped that upside down, but you can like barely see it. But it is upside down, and that's okay. So, you know, mistakes happen. But it looks good. It kind of ties in, and I like that. So that is gorgeous. So let's get this. And with the gusset, I can have a lot more wiggle room. Without the gusset, I mean, it does, but I can feel the tension. And I don't want to pull it away from there. So that little bitty bit at the bottom helps give you a little more space for some of the bigger things. So these all done. Pocket tucks on a background. I don't know what else to call them. Now these had, you know, the ribbon. The ribbon's not doing anything except making it look pretty. I did do a ribbon on here, but I think that gives it bulk, like added bulk, and I don't want to do that unless I know what journal it's going into and how much space I have. So I'm not going to do that as a general rule, but you absolutely could. And all I did was poke holes and tie ribbon. So So these are super gorgeous, and I love the way that they look and what they're going to do for my journals. Put that in there. Okay, so let's see. Let's see about this thing right here. Let me put these to the side. Okay. Put that over there for the moment. Okay, so this is like a bookmark, and it's folded in thirds. And this is way too tall, so I am going to cut this off like right here and go from there. Now it's facing the opposite way, and it's because I picked paper that is directional. I am okay with it. I mean, I want to be able to do something on the right or the left-hand side. So that I'm just going to leave. And it is thicker than this, but I'm okay. This is just practice. That is me figuring out what I am doing, at least pretending to. Okay, so I am going to do right here. Okay, good to go. And then that can be used for any number of things. Okay. All righty. So I know I have to go around and like cut this out. So this is the fold. All right. And if it doesn't work, I mean, that's okay. I'm just saving y'all the trouble of having to figure any of this out on your own. All right. So, and then I do need for that to be gone. Okay. Oh, but see, this is up above. Okay, well, like I said, we're gonna figure this out, or not. Okay. Let's I am just making up a stopping point. No, not at all what I need it to be. I think I should have cut out and then folded, but I don't know. I don't think this is going to work, and I definitely don't like it. So I will have to think about that a little bit, a whole lot longer. Not a little bit longer, a whole lot longer. Okay, so yeah, it was a nice try, but no cigar, and that is okay. But this can be a tag. I just need to trim that up a little bit better. And since I already have it here, so let's clean up that edge. Oh, put you back. Oh, it's raining stuff. See, this is why I don't like this concept up here. Ooh, I'll have my drawers coming in tomorrow. All right. So tags. Let's see. Do I want this one? Not that one. That one, no. Okay, close enough. That's about right. And then we'll have plenty of journaling space. Because if I'm just have some scrap, oh, that's not going to work. Let's do that. And, oh, come on, don't be contrary. Really? Okay, you got it. And put you back. Also, if y'all don't know, if there's any new people here, these little templates I was using, these are on the website, and these are perfect for this kind of thing. So let me put that to the side. So if you wanted to make like this kind of tag and you wanted to make sure that you were getting the butterfly, or, you know, if you wanted to go this way and you wanted to make sure you're getting all of that, this is the perfect way to see exactly what you are getting. So I do have tags and pockets. I have also been requested to make more pockets, so like a pocket 2.0. So I might be working on that as well. But yeah, so these little templates, I cut them out with my machine so they are precise. These little marks right here are from my cat because she thinks that everything is food. So yeah, I have those. So, and I just love them. Oh, you know what? This is that brush corduroy, and I think that would look good right there. So let's just do that because this is nice and juicy still. And this is probably going to be an easy night. I love the templates. I can't wait for 2.0. Yeah, I know. I need to write down all the pockets that have been requested so I can make them. So I have to create them, the pockets. All right, so this is done. I'm going to go ahead and ink the inside so it's all cohesive. Now this, I could add some pockets on the inside. I might do that. I think I'm going to take some of the scraps that I have here, make a few pockets on one side, and then the other side is going to be just journaling space. This I want to make journaling space because you write right there, and this is going to be pockets. So let me get my handy dandy line maker. This is just from a corrugated cardboard box. And now we have lines for journaling. I love it. It is so pretty. Put that back because I think I'm done with you. And then over here, we can add, I think I'm done with this. Okay, put you back up there. All right, so here I can add some pockets. And then I want to put something really nice on the front. I have kind of put myself in a corner over here. What do I want? I want this. Okay. So let's see. What are we? Not dragonflies. Ooh, maybe some of my vintage florals would go good. I think something like larger. Like that maybe. Or like this. Oh, I like that. I like those colors. It like pops. Okay, so that is probably, unless it did like a rose. Let's see. Oh, give me a break. Come on. Oh, I do like that. But this is maybe. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to stop. I like how the yellow is tying in with the brush corduroy and stuff. So that is what we're going to do for that right there. I should stop looking because I'm just going to find more stuff. But really what I'm looking for is a butterfly to go up here. Actually kind of like this one. And this can be like the tab topper, you know what I mean? And it is a harder. Okay, so that is the front. And now I need to make some pockets. Okay, these I need to take off before I forget that they are not absolutely secured. Okay, ink. Did I put it up? I did. Oh, pretty flowers. Thank you. Some are mine, some aren't. I do have a ton of flower die cuts on the website. Good gravy. I do have a lot. So y'all can go check out, just go to the die cut section and you'll find all the die cuts. It takes fussy cutting, right? I mean, you don't have to fussy cut. You don't have to do anything. They come to you already cut and ready to use. And you just can't get better than that. These are not mine, I can tell you. And my die cuts do come in sticker form or cardstock, and you get to choose. They are the same price either way. And for all my authentic vintage lovers, I do have a lot of vintage items also on the website. So y'all can check that out. Okay, now for some pockets. I have this scrap. Where are the rest of the scraps? They were right. Ah, here they are. Reach. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Here we go. All right. Nice little pocket. Okay. So need to make sure there's room for this to open and close. I'm going to cut it right there. I love all my die cuts. I do too. I use my die cuts all the time. They're so easy to just grab and go. Should be a song, grab and go. Not really. We should not make that a song. Okay. Let's just, no. Two. That's a pocket. And we'll do this as a pocket. I'm going to have a pocket here and a pocket here. No, I want it at a 7. Y'all know me and my rounded corners. Love, love, love my rounded corners on all things. If possible. Thanks, Ange. Hello, everyone who has joined over on Instagram. Is my cat causing problems in here? I hear stuff falling, but that could be anything. Actually, I think I want that at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to line these up and do a little notch. Okay, y'all are supposed to be lined up. Don't be acting foolish. There we go. Just a little bitty bit. Just enough so you're like, oh, that's a pocket. But there's going to be stuff in it, so it shouldn't be hard to figure out it's a pocket. It just looks nice. That's my story, and I'm just going to stick to that. Okay, I want this one at the bottom. This one right about here. In hindsight, I probably should have stamped that so it wasn't so white, but I'll put stuff in it. It'll look good. Okay, so I have that. And then I have all of these fun little things that I think would look amazing in pockets. I think that those might be too big. So let's start with this. Just little odds and ends, right? Like that just look good in a pocket. See? So pretty. Like this would be such good happy mail or just to go in a journal. What is this? Oh, I see a little color. Oh, that's nice. Let's just put that back there. So we have a little color. No. No. That's too tall. I mean, I don't want to add too much because it does add bulk, right? There we go. And you know what else we can do? That's what we're going to do. Okay, so I have all sorts of fun stuff that I can play with and use for these type of things. It's also a lot of die cuts and a lot of fussy. A lot of these are on the website also. So if y'all like, to have like a box of die cuts just handy to be able to flip, grab and put on, y'all should go check it out. Ooh, I forgot all about what I created for the new release and didn't put it up there. And those are my dates. My date die cuts. That's funny. Not really funny, but, haha. Alrighty. So now we have just off the cuff out of a scrap that felt like I had messed up. I have made it into a pocket tag folio. That just needed to be trimmed up. So you open it up, you have journal space, and you have all kinds of goodies. And then we have the back. So I don't like putting stuff on the back because I don't like stuff to be hidden. But whoever gets this can put it on the back, right? It'll be in a journal of some sort. So there you go. Just start creating. This was not planned. I had no idea what I was going to do. What I wanted to do didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I just turned it into something else. And that's just the way we roll. So, all right, guys, that is it because I have some, my daughter brought me some brisket bolognese. It is brisket with bolognese sauce and pasta. And I cannot even tell you how excited I am to go eat that for dinner. So I am going to go heat that up. Thanks, guys. But let's take a look real quick at everything we did. So we did that. And I have buried the other items that we did. Let me go up here. And thanks for hanging out with me. I love going live. Y'all are such an inspiration to me. And I love going live. So we created these. Well, I did that one, but still. That one. And they're also different, like everything on here is just so different from the other. I love it. And then this was my inspiration. So that's what we created. Thanks for hanging out with me. And y'all know I'm here every Monday. Don't forget to go follow me in all the places. So y'all have a blessed night. Bye.